all, my name is Netanya Scott from 7th semester BA LLB. In the words of Malcolm X, education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. That being said, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all the dignitaries, the students and all the faculty present. Before we begin, let us invoke the blessings of the Almighty, and in doing so, I would like to invite Mr. Hassan Mujahid to recite the Holy Quran.
الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وقضى ربك ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه وبالوالدين إحسانا إما يبلغن عندك الكبر أحدهما أو كلاهما فلا تقل لهما أف ولا تنهرهما وقل لهما قولا كريما واخفض لهما جناح الذل من الرحمة وقل رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا ربكم أعلم بما في نفوسكم إن تكونوا صالحين فإنه كان للأوابين غفورا وآت ذا القربى حقه والمسكين وابن السبيل ولا تبذر تبذيرا إن المبذرين كانوا إخوان الشياطين وكان الشيطان لربه كفورا. I seek Lord's protection from Satan, the rejected one. In the name of God, the most gracious and the most merciful. The verses recited from the Holy Quran, Surah Al-Isra, chapter number 17, verse number 23 to 27. The translation of recited verses states as, and your Lord has decreed that you worship none but Him, and that you be dutiful to your parents if one of them or both of them attain old age in your life. Say not to them a word of disrespect, nor shout at them, but address them in terms of honor. And lower to them the wings of submission and humility through mercy, and say, my Lord, bestow on them your mercy as they did bring me up when I was young. Your Lord knows best what is your inner self. If you are righteous, then verily He is ever most forgiving to those who turn to Him again and again in obedience and in repentance. And give to the kinsman his due, to the miskin needy, and to the wayfarer. But spend not wastefully your wealth in the manner of spendthrift. Verily, these spendthrift are the method of Shaitan revealed, and the Shaitan is the ever grateful to his Lord. So Allah is.
I now request Dr. Wasim Khan, the Principal of Al-Ameen College of Law, to welcome our honored guest for the day.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, faculty, members of Al-Ameen College of Law, and my dear students. We know we have been going through a lot of problems due to COVID-19. We haven't had a good academic activity since 2 years because of the pandemic. Now, by the grace of Almighty Allah, we are stepping into the normal situation. And this is our first very important activity event of releasing the calendar of event 2021-22. Our calendar of event comprises of the activities which we have planned for the whole academic year. divided into monthly 15 days and into monthly wise activities. We have included all the activities which are very very important to the law student. Today we have synchronized here in the seminar hall for the release of calendar of event 2021-22, and we have with us a very prominent legal luminary, very important person as far as the judiciary is concerned, Honorable Justice Nag Mohan Das, retired judge, High Court of Karnataka, presently Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India. Sir has entered into legal profession in year 1977. Sir has appointed as a judge of High Court of Karnataka in the year 2004 and retired in the year 2014. Sir has given more than 1000 lectures on Indian Constitution and different topics. One of the prominent, very important legal luminary amongst us today. Sir, on behalf of Al-Ameen Management, Al-Ameen Educational Society, on behalf of Al-Ameen College of Law, on behalf of all the students who are present here, I welcome you and I request our Honorable Chairman, Mr. Al-Ameen.
इधर से आ जाओ ज़रूर आगे आ
Thank you, sir. Al-Ameen Educational Society was established in the year 1966 by Baba Talim Dr. Mumtaz Ahmad Khan Sahab, late Dr. Mumtaz Ahmad Khan Sahab. Doctor by profession from Tamil Nadu, all the way from Tamil Nadu to Bangalore, dedicated himself for the cause of education. Served for more than 50 years only for the cause of education, to give education to the downtrodden people of the society. He is not with us today, but we have his reflection with us. He is also very very active educationist, very honest, dedicated for the cause of education. Mr. Umar Ismail Khan sir, Chairman, Al-Ameen Educational Society. Sir, on behalf of all the students who are present here, on behalf of my board, on behalf of the faculty, I welcome you and I request our Honorable Vice Chairman Dr. Ahmad Sharif Siraj Sahab to do the honors. Since I joined Al-Ameen as a principal, I used to be very very connected with him. Very very dedicated, and now one of the important person and pillar of Al-Ameen movement now, sitting beside our Honorable Chairman Mr. Umar Ismail Khan. Very prominent social worker, very dedicated, very disciplined person, our Honorable Vice Chairman, Dr. Ahmad Saeed Sirasi. Sir, on behalf of all the students who are present here, on behalf of my own, on behalf of the college, I welcome you and I request our Honorable Chairman, Mr. Umar Ismail Khan Sahab, to do the honors. I welcome very closest colleague of mine, very important part of Al-Ameen College of Law, or Professor Yasmin Tabassum, Vice Principal of Law. I welcome all the faculty members who are sitting here. I welcome all the students of Al-Ameen College of Law for the very important and first event of the academic year 2021-22. And now again next week we are organizing state level volleyball championship, Karnataka State Law University State Level Volleyball Championship. And this is the beginning of our academic activities. And inshallah, we try our level best to give you people a kind of platform where you can excel yourself, you can expose yourself in the legal field and legal academic activities. My dear students, you have, especially 5 years first year and second year, 3 years first year students, you have joined a big Al-Ameen family who has almost 237 institutions under Al-Ameen movement working for the cause of education, developed and established by our great role model Dr. Mumtaz Ahmad Khan Sahab. We have more than 1.5 lakh students at present in the banner of Al-Ameen movement. I welcome you all to the Al-Ameen family and wish you all the very best of luck, and I welcome everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. The words of Napoleon Hill: cherish your wishes and dreams as they are the children of your soul and blueprints of your ultimate achievements. I now request the chief guest of the event, Honorable Mr. Justice H.N. Mohan Das, retired Judge of High Court of Karnataka, to release the calendar of events.
Ma'am, tell us, ma'am. Where is Sarah? Sam, today.
Our chief guest, Honorable Mr. Justice Mohan Das, to share his wisdom with us.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. How many of you do not understand Kannada? Oh. Okay. Substantial in number. Yesterday, when the principal telephoned me,
I inquired whether I have to speak in English or Kannada. He commanded me to speak in both languages. It is better than having substantial strength of students who do not understand Kannada. Though I love to speak in my mother tongue, I have no choice. Therefore, I switch over to father tongue. That is English. Chairman of these institutions, that is Al-Ameen institutions, chairman of this function, Sir Umar Ismail Khan, an elderly gentleman and vice chairman of these institutions, Dr. Ahmad Suraj Siraj, learned principal Wasim Khan, vice principal Madam Hasmin, learned teachers, dear students. I express my sincere thanks for inviting me to this very important function which commences the academic year of this batch. I have not gone through in detail about the calendar of events. I hope it provides several opportunities for every one of you to grow and develop into a full personality. I always used to say, a lawyer or a judge who do not know little about politics, economics, sociology, philosophy, literature is apt to become a public enemy. Therefore, it is necessary for all of us to know and understand different walks of life. I wish every one of you a good and enjoyable academic year for this batch of students and in this year. I joined law course in the year 1974. I completed law in 1977. I enrolled as a lawyer in 1977. In the same year, I became a part-time law teacher. I practiced it for more than 25 years. In 2004, I became Judge of Karnataka High Court. After retirement, the Supreme Court of India designated me as the senior counsel, and I practiced up to the end of 2018. Now I am not practicing it. So, having said this, I want to tell one important. The principal, learned Wasim Khan, while welcoming, made a statement. These institutions are established for the purpose of poor and downtrodden. I born in a remote village in the family of a middle class farmer. I studied up to 7th standard in my village in government Kannada medium school. I completed my SSLC in 3rd class. I completed PU in 3rd class. I completed BA degree in which class? वो भी 3rd class by. Then I did my law. Tell me now which class?
First class.
वो भी 3rd. forward to give their daughter to me. Because there is no job in my hand. My entire career is third class. Having no other alternative, I wear the black robes and became lawyer. I worked hard. I maintained lit ethics. Since I worked and I was little honest, cases came all over from Karnataka. More cases came. More money came. In 2004, the High Court looked at me. Here is a fellow who is having more cases and also earning more money. Let me make him a judge. In 2004, I was made judge of Karnataka High Court and permanent judge of Karnataka High Court. Now tell me whether I am first class or third class. But my marks card. Friends, remember, marks card alone is not the yardstick to measure your talent. Boys and girls from poor families, from depressed classes, from minorities, from rural areas, are having the talent. All that they require is little encouragement and little opportunities. Therefore, it is not necessary that nobody feel inferiority. You have got every chance, you have got every space to grow in the legal profession and in this world. As a student of law, as a lawyer, as a law teacher, and as a judge, my journey in this legal fraternity is 48 years old now. I enjoyed every bit of it. It gave me everything to me. It gave me wealth. It gave me respect. It gave me honor. It gave me a better placement. I feel proud to be a member of Indian legal fraternity and I enjoyed every bit. I welcome every one of you to lead similar life. When we got independence, I am little deaf, please be loud. When we became republic, what is the difference between independence and republic?
Republic means, sir, republic means we give ourselves the constitution.
All independent states are not republics, but all republics are independent states. Then the question is, when an independent state will become republic? When an independent state accepts and implements a written constitution, then that country will become republic. In 1947 we got independence. In 1950, by accepting the world's biggest written constitution, India became republic. In these 73 years of India's republic, we have built number of democratic institutions. The most important democratic institution that we have built is Indian judiciary. At the national level there is Supreme Court. At the High Court level there are High Courts. At the state level. At the district level we have district courts. And at Taluka level we are having Taluka courts. Apart from these courts, there are number of other courts like consumer courts, family courts, special courts, green tribunals, tax tribunals, company law courts, military tribunals, like that we have got number of them. As on now, more than 26,000 judicial officers are working from top Supreme Court to the down taluka level. 20 lakh lawyers are practicing. The Supreme Court of India is deciding per annum in an average 60,000 cases. All the high courts in the country are deciding per annum nearly 20 lakh cases. The district and taluka courts are deciding nearly 1 crore 85 lakhs per annum. No judiciary in the world is deciding so much of cases. Despite huge disposal of cases, Indian judiciary, there are more than 4 crore cases pending. It is not just 100. Having regard to the inflow of cases, the pendency of cases, Indian judiciary demands more number of courts, more number of judges and more number of lawyers. At present, we are very short. In Europe and in Western countries, for every 10 lakh population, there are 100 to 120 judges. Whereas in India, for 10 lakh population, we are having less than 21 judges. The Law Commission of India recommended to the Government of India that the judge proportion is to be increased at least 50 per every 10 lakhs. Therefore, Indian judiciary requires young boys and girls in more number. There is space in Indian judiciary having regard to the pendency of cases and inflow of cases. Therefore, you are most welcome where you can make a decent career in the Indian judiciary. Number 2, what man has not achieved in the last 1000 years, he has achieved in this 100 years. A revolution had taken place in science and technology. By standing here, I can speak through my mobile to the nook and corner of the world. I can see every part of the world before my TV. I can travel from one end of the globe to the other end of the globe in few hours. Space technology, information technology, cloning. In this way, science has made a revolutionary achievement. No doubt, these scientific and technological achievements contributed to the well-being of human beings. But at the same time, these technological inventions have also produced certain problems. We don't have legislation to solve these problems. Problems cannot be in the street. They are landing in the courts. We are required to take up those cases and decide those cases. Unimaginable types of cases are landing in the courts. Whether a child has got the right to demand the breast milk of mother is the dispute that is landed before the courts. Whether a woman can lend her room on rental basis. If a child is born out of the rental womb, what is the parenthood? What is the motherhood? What is the fatherhood? What are the rights of those child? Are the issues that are landing before the court. In my college days, we were only speaking about time is money, time is money. Now, a case has landed before the court whether time is property for the purpose of tax law. In this way, number of challenging issues are landing before the court. We cannot throw out these cases. We have to find out a solution. We have to find out a way. We have to resolve these disputes. For this purpose, It is not only the quantity of lawyers that we require, we also require quality lawyers. Young boys and girls with a quality are more required in judiciary to address these problems. Thirdly, there are certain issues which are required to be discussed and find a solution in different forums, like legislative, like executive. We are required to decide. But they are not deciding because of their own vested interests. Keeping an eye on the vote bank, they are not deciding. Those issues are being pushed to the courts. It became an additional burden on the courts. Tell me, the dispute relating Kaveri River is required to be resolved where? Is it not a case where farmers of 2-3 states, people representatives, water experts, environmental experts sit together, debate and find out a solution? They are not doing it. They are pushing to the court to decide. Babri Masjid and Ram Mandir is an issue which required to be debated and discussed and find out a solution by 2 religious leaders, people representatives. They are pushed to the court. Reservation. Social scientists have to decide how much reservation is required. They are pushing this problem to the court. What is the content of education? They are pushing to the courts. Sustainable development, they are pushing to the courts. Reserve is not a case to be decided by the courts. But we have pushed that. In this way, there are a number of challenging tasks before the Indian judiciary which require to be discussed and a solution is to be found out. Therefore, every one of you have a space or having an opportunity in the Indian judiciary to address these challenges. Therefore, I say we require young boys and girls who are brilliant to come to the judiciary where you can make a decent career like me and enjoy your peace. Therefore, I wish every one of you to come to the judiciary and make a beautiful career out of it. Please don't come to the judiciary to make money. You come, automatically you will get money. All that I request is, those who wanted to come to the judiciary to become a lawyer and a judge in the later, all that I request is, right now you have to build certain inbuilt qualities. Friends, remember, there is no substitute for hard work. Throughout your life as a lawyer, you have to work hard. My senior used to say, when you are young, you want to eat, you want to drink, you want to enjoy, you want to travel, but there will be no penny in your pocket. As a young lawyer, you will not get. After some time, you will get married, you will get children, you have to pay rent, you have to pay health bill, education bill, entertainment bill, etc. You learn some money, you will be hand to mouth. There will be another stage like me. I will get money, but I have got BP and I have got sugar. I cannot enjoy it. Therefore, please come to the legal profession not with a motive and mind to make money, but to make a decent career. For that, you are required to work hard. You are required to be honest. You are required to be very disciplined. You have to maintain certain values. You have to discharge certain duties. Duties to the client, duty to the opposite lawyer, duty to the judge, duty to the society, duty to the nation. If you develop these qualities, I am sure every one of you will have a space and a decent opportunity to grow and develop and to build your career. Keeping I don't want to go into details about this. The first thing that you have to is, please cultivate the work culture. If you now start reading and attending colleges, at least 10 hours a day, that takes care of you in the future. If you read 10 pages of classics in a day, you will be reading how many pages of classic in a month? 300. Per year? 3,600. For 10 years? A person who reads 36,000 of classics in his 10 years period of time, you will be a knowledge bank. If this bank is full of knowledge, then everyone comes to draw that knowledge. If this is empty, nobody will come. Then you can charge your fee. Therefore, fill this bank with knowledge. I have seen many number of lawyers have failed in the legal profession because they did not improve the language. Language is vehicle of thought. Words are tools in it. Therefore, you have to build yourself, acquire a good language. Legal profession will not move forward without language. I will go to a medical shop. I will keep this prescription of doctor before him. He will check the rope and bring the medicine. I will give 100 rupees note there. He will take his money and balance the slip and the drug. He will put it into a cover and give it. Business is complete. Is there one word in it? Without word, there is a business. You will go to a hotel. Coffee. You will bring the coffee. You will sip the coffee and you will give the bill, you pay and you walk out. Only one word business had taken place. If you get into a bus, conductor comes and stands before you. You say Majestic. You pay money, you will give ticket. Majestic it stops, you will get down. Only one word, Majestic. Friends, like this, every other business can take place without language, but legal profession cannot take place without language. Either oral or written. Therefore, right now you have to acquire the command over the language. It is not only English, but also the local language. Both are very important. You may have flowerful language. You may have a very beautiful knowledge. But if you don't have public relationship, who will come to you? You can't advertise your legal profession. Either in radios, or in TVs, or in newspapers, or in magazines. Sometime back in 2005, I went to New York. I purchased one legal magazine there. In that, full of lawyers advertising. One lawyer says, come to me, I will draft a bill for $100. I saw in the next page, come to me, you pay $75. Third page I saw, there is another advertisement by a lawyer, pay me $50, I will give you a bill. You can't do like this. Therefore, this is also very important. Knowledge is important, language is important, public relationship is important, and more than anything, moral values are. Discipline is very important. You have to cultivate certain values. Values cannot be cultivated overnight. Right now, you have to cultivate. If you are honest, it will make you popular. I give one small example. After Bharat Law in England, Gandhi came to Bombay and started legal practice. Even after 6 months, he did not get a case. He was unable to earn 2 meals per day. He decided to go back. With the help of his brother, he went to Rajkot. There he commenced his practice. His brother was working in revenue department, helped him. He started getting small call cases. He was able to earn 2 meals a day. At that stage, one business company from South Africa, Abdullah and Company, they came in search of a lawyer to Bombay. They want a lawyer who knows both English and Gujarati. Abdullah and Company were basically from Gujarat business people. They were running their business in South Africa. There was a case against them for recovery of 10,000 rupees in Johannesburg court. Therefore, they want a lawyer who can read their accounts, explain to the English judge and translate it to English and win the case. When Abdullah and Company, they searched in Bombay, there was no lawyer. Then the Bombay advocate said, there was a young boy who did not make any dent in this legal profession. He went to Rajkot. You go and inquire, if he comes, you can take. Abdullah and Company, they went to the Rajkot. They requested Gandhi. Gandhi readily accepted. He went to South Africa. Remaining part of his journey to South Africa, I am not. He went to Johannesburg. He studied the accounts of Abdullah and Company and realized that that is not a case to win. Because according to the accounts maintained by Abdullah and Company, they are due 12,000 rupees. Case is against them for how many? 10,000 rupees. When this is told to Abdullah, Abdullah felt very unhappy. Having paid so much of money and brought from that this fellow from there to from India to South Africa, he says, I can't win this case. Then Gandhi says, Abdullah, if you give permission, I will talk to the other side lawyer and I will arrange a meeting of both the parties. Then Abdullah agreed. Gandhi talked to other side advocate, arranged a meeting of both the clients. They discussed, they settled the dispute. The broken business relationship was re-established. Court costs were removed. Interest is removed. Principal amount is made into 24 installments. Filed a compromise petition before the court. Court decreed the suit. This one case sent a current among the judges, English judges particularly. Can there be a lawyer like this? Therefore, judges started obeying the command of Gandhi. If Gandhi stands for plaintiff and says, my lords, this is a case to be decreed, judges is to decree. If Gandhi appears for defendant and says, my lords, this is a case to be dismissed, judges is to dismiss. Whatever Gandhi says, that is true. Judges believed it. He became popular among the judges. He also became popular among the lawyers, among the clients. Even if I don't have a case, no evidence, no law in my favor, if I take my problem to the Gandhi, Gandhi will find out a way. He will show a solution. He will resolve the problem. That is the popularity. In this way, Gandhi became a very popular advocate in South Africa and he practiced for 23.5 years. By being honest, one can be a popular lawyer. Best example is Gandhi. Sometime back, 10 years back, the Chief Justice of India went to South Africa with a delegation. A banquet was arranged. Chief Justice of India said, all of you are fortunate. India has sent Gandhi. He started Satyagraha. He started freedom movement here. Now we are enjoying the freedom. the Chief Justice of South Africa, in his reply, he said, India had only sent Gandhi, but we have sent back to India Mahatma Gandhi. I know, I and you cannot become Mahatmas. I and you cannot become Gandhis. At least let us resolve to walk 2 kilometers in his paths. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Dear students, we have amongst us today our Honorary Secretary, Mr. Zubair Anwar Sahab, Honorary Secretary, Al-Ameen Educational Society. Sir, on behalf of all the students, on behalf of my board, I welcome you and I request our Honorable Chairman, Mr. Umar Ismail Khan Sahab, to do the honors.
I now request Dr. Ahmed Sharif Siraj, Vice Chairman of Al-Ameen Education Society, Bangalore, to share his vision. I call upon Mr. Omar Ismail Khan, Chairman of Al-Ameen Education Society, to give the presidential remarks.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning to all. Respected Honorable Mr. Justice H.N. Al-Ameen sir, Retired Judge, High Court of Karnataka, respected Vice Chairman, Dr. Ahmed Sharif Siraj sir, my colleague, Mr. Zubair Anwar sir, Principal, Dr. Wasim Khan sir, Vice Principal ma'am, all the staff and studio students. Welcome to the release of calendar of events 21-22 and inauguration of academic activities 21-22. It was an honor for me to sit next to our Chief Guest today. As you know, we have been advised to sit in good company, and that is called in Urdu we call Muhammad Kasar. As you know, many people during the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to sit and had a lot of qualities those times. Then when they used to sit for a few minutes next to the Prophet, that changed their life. So that always our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to advise us to sit in good company and gain knowledge. That is what has happened today. We have learned so many things from the debate. Sir, your words were very valuable to me and all present here. Your explanation of the challenges faced by the judiciary was a lesson to all. We would love to listen to people like you more often and increase our knowledge. The points that you made on language is very important. As I become chairman, I go through the various documents made by our advocates, and then I realize what sir is talking about. The language is so important that any word this side or that side, a comma or a full stop in the wrong place, makes a difference in the thing that has been prepared. So the language is very important, as I said. The next point sir made was about public relations. Yes, you have to have very good public relations. You have to be approachable to all, have a smile on your face, be friendly with people, then people will approach you. Moral values, that is what we learned Al-Ameen. Most important, the effect of our founder, Dr. Mumtaz Ahmad Khan Sahab, inshallah will rub off on all of you all. He was an epitome of moral values, discipline, hard work, sacrifice. I hope all our students of Al-Ameen inculcate those values in them. Discipline, of course, you have to get up on time. Our religion also teaches us to get up on time at Fajr. Don't sleep after that, stay awake. After you finish Isha at a time, go back to sleep, get refreshed in the morning, and have good habits. Discipline, punctuality is very important. All these qualities that serves as our discipline. I hope all of you all inculcate these in your habits as well. Mahatma Gandhi stories were inspiring for all of us. These nowadays, in our time, we don't get to hear these kind of stories. We read a newspaper or other stuff or watch YouTube videos, and we know about the world, but we don't know how our leaders, our own Indian freedom fighters, leaders, what all they have sacrificed, what they have gone through. Our great leaders, Jawaharlal Nehru sir, Abdul Kalam Azad, what all they have gone, how they have suffered, how they have faced, and how they have won freedom from India. Inspirational stories like these have to be told to our younger generation, so they know how the freedom was achieved and why we have to value this country so much, and why we have to stand up again to face the new kind of onslaught that has been going on now. A brief history of Al-Ameen. My father was a medical doctor. He passed his MBBS in Stanley Medical College in Madras. He's basically from Tishnapalli, studied in Tishnapalli. Went to Madras, studied medical, then did MS. Then he came here to Bangalore to start a medical practice. Got married here to my mother from Bangalore and started a medical practice. For 3 years, he practiced as a doctor, but that was not his calling. And finally, he realized that his calling was education. And in my grandfather's house in Thalasi Palia, he started Al-Ameen College, Al-Ameen Degree College. Small 2 or 3 rooms he started there in that campus. And he used to funds were always a shortage. So for 5 rupees, 10 rupees, he used to go and sit in people's shops, collect, give them a receipt. And so that is to pay the salaries of staff and pay scholarships to students. This is how it started. And at the time of his death, he has established more than 250 institutions all over India, inspired many more. Some stuff about him. This was his college writing. As sir was speaking, I was picking up points similar to sir and my father. Positive attitude was one of my father's very strong point. He never got disappointed in any situation. He always tried to find silver lining in every cloud. That was his attitude. And whatever the hardship, he used to wait and say, just something good will come of it. This is one ayat in the Quran for after every hardship, there is ease. After every hardship, there is ease. Which means, after every hardship, not one ease, there are 2 reliefs. God says, you face this hardship, after that, you won't get 1 relief, you get 2 relief. That is the patience you should have. One more thing you have to always say, in this present situation, it is very valuable, that Mayusi or Iman एक जगह नहीं हो सकती. या तो मायूसी रहना या ईमान. जो ईमान वाला रहता है ना मायूसी. तो अल्लाह जो है अपना सब्र की बिल्कुल. So always be patient. That was his one more thing I want to say is sabr. Sabr is patience. Patience is it's a small word. Sabr is a very vast thing. In all situations, we have to be patient and thankful to God. The first attack on a Muslim by Shaitan, when Shaitan was being removed and the Iblis was being sent away from the skies, he promised God, he said, I think he said, I will attack you, I will attack your believers from the front, from the back, from top, from sides, etc. And the result of which, they will become ungrateful. This is all he has said. He didn't say I will make them do any kind of crime or anything. He said, I will attack them. And my first attack will be to make them ungrateful. Again, to reply to this, God has said in other parts of the Quran, that if you are grateful, I will increase. And if you are ungrateful, I will give you a painful punishment. So remember, whatever the situation, whatever time you are going through, even for a millisecond, you cannot be ungrateful. Always be grateful, have patience, things will pass, and good times will come back. Now about the Law College, mashallah, it's been here from the past 2 decades that we are running the Law College. It is a pride of Al-Ameen movement. spearheaded by Mr. Wasim and his team. All the team members, I can't take their name here, but each one of them is a Navaratna, and all of them are working together with Mr. Wasim to see that his college run well. Let me assure you that you are all in safe hands. Your education and growth are concerned. We will provide you the best of facilities and you will interact with the most prominent people in this field of law. Sports and extracurricular activities will be encouraged. Now I would like to thank Mr. Hassan Mujahid for the lovely rendition of the Quran. The verse that he read out was about respect to parents. That is a very valuable quality that we have. Respect to parents will change your life. Any kind of hardship, any kind of difficulty, with the prayers and du'as of your parents, you can overcome, you can pass. So my dear students, remember always respect your parents, listen to them, honor them. Your life will be easy. You will be successful in this world and the hereafter. I joined this college in 1988, and then after 2 years of PUC here, then I went to BMS College for studying engineering. My classmate Umar is here. I don't know how you are student here. Okay. So my classmate from 1988, right at PUC, I joined for law. Surprised to see him here. Very nice. Nice to see you guys. Finally, I welcome you all to Al-Ameen, and I pray that you all finish your education with flying colors. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. And now next our Vice Principal, Mrs. Yasmin Tawassi, to do the vote of thanks.
A very good morning to one and all present today. I quote saying, thanks costs nothing but gives everything. Let's tell out in that. Dignitaries on the dais, our most valued invited guest, it's my privilege to be asked to propose the vote of thanks on today's occasion. I, on behalf of the management and the entire fraternity of Al-Ameen College of Law, and on my own behalf, would convey deep regards and hearty thanks to the chief guest of today's program, Honorable Justice H.N. Nagmohandas, for today's program and sharing with us his vision. Sir, we are greatly encouraged by your gracious presence and immensely benefited with your inspiring vision and your thoughts. Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to acknowledge our sincere gratitude to the president of today's program, Mr. Umar Ismail Khan Sahab, Chairman of the Educational Society, presiding over today's program. Thank you, sir. I further like to extend my profuse thanks to Dr. Ahmad Sharif Siraj, Vice Chairman, Al-Ameen Educational Society, for being with us. Further, I would like to acknowledge my presence to Mr. Zubair Anwar, Secretary, Al-Ameen Educational Society, for being with us. Next, a big thanks to our principal, Dr. Wasim Khan Emai. It is his vision and his initiative. Lastly and most importantly, my special and heartfelt thanks to our coordinators, staff teaching, non-teaching, student volunteers for their support and dedicated teamwork and untiring efforts for making happiness. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I request you all to stand up for the national anthem.
The
staff, all the staff, teaching staff.
First staff.